ICE is now detaining African American citizens in Chicago, like as we speak. And the governor has come out and said to record everything, narrate everything, make sure everything is documented, ask for their badge number, even if they refuse, get them on camera.
And which
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakwakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about this whole ICE thing. And apparently, they are locking up, or locking, be more specific, they are targeting, rather than immigrants, they're targeting so-called black people. All right. So basically, I didn't even hear about this. By the way, even though this is several days old. But on top of that, the mayor said to document everything, record them, try to show everything that's going on, because that's the thing, where even the mayor of Chicago, or whatever that state is, they are saying that that is not right. All right, so let me get this. You have Esau, who is now Mark chapter 3 verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. That's the thing, where for him, he is divided against himself. His people, all right. It's speaking as a man. It just seems like so unnecessary, and it's like if the mayors, if the other people, the governors, all these other people didn't actually care, or they actually wanted this type of stuff to happen, it's just that simple. Because especially since it's just Jake that's getting targeted. All right, it should be nothing for them to just keep their mouths shut and allow Trump to do whatever. But simply because there is that divide, simply because these devils cannot get along with one another, that we know, or we see this division within their ranks, all right, where their kingdom is not going to stand. These are all a part of the different signs that Yahawadah is going to soon, I'll say the word soon, I was about to say eventually, but not eventually, but soon destroy them. All right. Now, with that also being said, if you understand, ICE was originally intended for what's it called, immigrants, but clearly they're taking advantage of the liberties that DJT gave them in order to abuse their power and target all Israelites, and not just a specific, I believe it's Northern Kingdom. All right, not just target a specific subsection of people. All right, they're going after all of Israel. All right, now Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5, because thou hast had perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. That's basically where they have that perpetual hatred. That's the thing where, it's like they might say that I hate them, I hate these people because of this, that, and the third, they did this, or they always act like this and whatever, but in actuality that's not the real answer. The real answer is because we are the people of YAHAWAH, and that's the real reason why they hate us. That's the real reason why there's never any peace when it comes to us. It's always just, let's find an excuse to do something to wrong them or whatever and stuff like that. All right. So next we have the second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, for they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's the thing where you have these devils that are invading us, all right? And very soon this is just raising tensions, raising the hatred that they have towards us, where they're going to eventually want to be more aggressive, be more direct, all right? And we see this. We see this in their behavior. We see this in the decisions that they make, all right? And we see that, you know, we're just that much closer to being delivered. And we see this because let's actually get this in Jeremiah verse 10, chapter 10, Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sides of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Where when we see these types of stuff, we are happy, not because, bad stuff is happening, but it's because we know that these quote-unquote bad things are signs of the end. So yes, this is something that we are looking forward to. This is something that we want to happen, not because it's happening to us or whatever, or being, spiteful or whatever, but because we need these signs. Let me get this instead, actually. Rather than explaining it like that, let me just get 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So basically, when we see the signs come to pass, and that's where number one, we're not going to be panicking or afraid, and we're going to know that, okay, this was a sign that, you know, we're 2 quarters or whatever quarters close to Yahawashi's return. All right, so we see these types of stuff. This whole ICE thing, you know, and really what ICE is basically legal Klansmen, you know, basically abusing their power and, you know, oppressing Jake to an even worse degree than what the police do. All right, because I think they were recruiting. They were just recruiting your regular, average Edomite. All right, I don't think they're actually police. I think they're trained in some other way. I think it's like recent training, probably. Slock, I could be wrong on that, but I did hear about recruitment this year. Continuing on, Psalms 17 verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And this is the thing where, you know, the reason why we are happy, we're excited, we accept this, is simply because we know that the Lord, all right, we know that the Lord is not targeting us. So as a result of the Lord not targeting us, we don't need to worry about, okay, well, this stuff that's happening, you know, it's going to Slakia. This stuff that's happening, we're going to be protected, because if the Lord, the thing about this is, the Lord, he's not going to send his sword, which the sword is wicked, which the sword in this instance is ICE. All right, the Lord is sending ICE to judge our people. And the thing to remember is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahawah, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahawah? Okay, so when the Israelites are suffering first, okay, so then there's going to be the transition where, let me actually get that as well over here. Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and upon them and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So basically the Lord's going to take all the issues, all the problems that we've had to deal with, and give it to our enemies. All right, so this is the thing that we listen, we have to understand that, okay, you know what, I know this is hard, but this is nothing compared to what the Lord's going to put on to our enemies. All right. So so as a result of that, you have this thing where if you are on the good side of YAHAWAH, you don't have to worry about any of this whole ICE thing, especially even if you are an illegal immigrant. As long as you are on the good side of YAHAWAH, all right. If you are so-called Hispanic or whatever, and the Lord is going to take care of you, He's going to protect you and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff because the Lord protect. Actually, matter of fact, let's get that first. I think it's Second Esdras. No. I think it's Sirach 2 verse 10. Yes, look. Sirach 2 verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken, or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him? So if you might be in a bad spot, all right, but the thing is that if you are diligently trying to follow after YAHAWASHI, you're diligently doing your best to repent and doing all that you can, even if you are in a bad position, the Lord's going to make it so that everything works out for you, and He's not going to allow, because there was a lot of terrible things I heard about ICE abusing their power and stuff like that. So the Lord's going to protect you and take care of you and deliver you out of any trouble. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Wakwakwadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Abba and Shalom.